Welcome to Turkey, where continents collide, empires once ruled, and every corner tells a story. From breathtaking landscapes to rich historical treasures, Turkey offers an unforgettable travel experience. Whether it's wandering through the ancient ruins of Ephesus, marveling at Cappadocia's surreal rock formations, or soaking in the vibrant energy of Istanbul, this country promises a dream vacation. Turkey bridges two continents, with 97% in Asia and 3% in Europe, making Istanbul the only city that spans both. This unique position has shaped Turkey into a cultural crossroads for millennia, blending Byzantine and Ottoman heritage. There are countless reasons to visit Turkey: its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, vibrant culture, and delicious Turkish cuisine. Join us as we explore some of the best places to visit in Turkey. Antalya is where turquoise waters meet Roman ruins. Known as the gateway to the Turkish Riviera, this coastal gem is famous for its beaches and the Old Town, where narrow cobblestone streets lead to Ottoman-era houses, charming cafes, and ancient landmarks. Stroll through this atmospheric district before visiting Hadrian's Gate, a grand Roman arch built in 130 CE to honor Emperor Hadrian. For relaxation, head to Konyaaltı Beach, a stunning stretch of coastline with crystal-clear waters and a backdrop of the Taurus Mountains. Just outside the city, the lower Dudin waterfalls cascade dramatically from cliffs into the Mediterranean, offering breathtaking views. For thrill seekers, 30 kilometers east of Antalya, in the resort town of Balek, is the Land of Legends, a premier entertainment destination. It delivers world-class water slides, shows, and attractions, making it one of Turkey's premier entertainment destinations. A short distance from the city lies Aspendos, home to one of the best-preserved Roman theaters in the world. If you're chasing sun, history, and luxury, Antalya has got it all. Pamukkale is where ancient healing waters sculpt a surreal white wonderland. The name means cotton castle in Turkish, inspired by the dazzling white travertine terraces formed by mineral-rich thermal springs flowing down the hillside. Located in western Turkey, Pamukkale is part of a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site alongside the ancient city of Hierapolis. This natural and archaeological wonder is housed within Pamukkale National Park, where visitors can walk barefoot along the warm, water-filled basins that glisten like frozen waterfalls. Above the terraces lie the ruins of Hierapolis, a Greco-Roman spa city founded in the 2nd century BC. Wander among crumbling temples, a vast necropolis, and a remarkably preserved Roman theater before dipping into the ancient pool of Cleopatra, where submerged columns hint at its royal past. For a breathtaking perspective, take to the skies in a hot air balloon at sunrise. Floating above the travertines and ancient ruins, you'll witness one of Turkey's most dreamlike landscapes in golden light. Whether you come to drift in the thermal waters, explore ancient ruins, or float above it all in a hot air balloon, Pamukkale blends nature and history in one breathtaking spectacle. No place on Earth looks like Cappadocia. This central Turkish region, famous for its surreal landscape filled with volcanic, fairy chimneys, is home to dwellings, monasteries, and entire underground cities, all carved into volcanic rock. For centuries, locals built cave homes and cliffside houses, ingeniously adapting to the terrain. These dwellings provided natural insulation against extreme temperatures, keeping interiors cool in summer and warm in winter. Formed millions of years ago by eruptions from Mount Erciyes and other nearby volcanoes, erosion shaped this otherworldly terrain into a natural wonder. The name Cappadocia dates back to ancient Persian times, believed to mean land of beautiful horses. But today, it's just as renowned for something else: hot air balloons. At dawn, dozens of colorful balloons rise above the terrain, drifting over Gorin Valley and creating one of the world's most iconic skylines. Down below, the region tells stories etched in stone. In Gorim Old Town, stone houses and cave hotels line narrow, winding streets, offering a glimpse into traditional life within this extraordinary landscape. Just beyond the town lies the Gorim Open-Air Museum, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with Byzantine-era churches adorned in vivid frescoes. Descend into the underground cities of Derinkuyu or Pamukkale, once used by early Christians as shelters during times of invasion, an entire hidden world carved beneath the earth. For panoramic views, hike through Rose or Alara Valley, or stay in a traditional cave hotel to truly live among the rocks. Cappadocia is where history sleeps beneath the surface and adventure floats above the clouds. Istanbul is a city where Europe and Asia meet, shaped by centuries of empires and cultural exchange. Straddling Europe and Asia across the Bosphorus Strait, this legendary city was once Byzantium, then Constantinople, and for centuries the heart of the Ottoman Empire. Today, it's a dynamic blend of ancient majesty and modern energy. In the historic district of Sultanahmet, architectural treasures rise in breathtaking succession. Step inside the Hagia Sophia, a 6th century masterpiece that has served as a cathedral and a mosque. Its vast dome and golden mosaics telling stories of two empires. Just opposite, the Blue Mosque dazzles with its 6 minarets and cascading domes, adorned in tens of thousands of blue Iznik tiles. Wander the halls of Topkapi Palace, once the opulent seat of Ottoman sultans, and discover priceless relics, hidden courtyards, and panoramic views over the Bosphorus. Beneath the streets, the basilica cistern quietly holds the past in its forest of columns reflected in still waters. But Istanbul is more than monuments. Lose yourself in the Grand Bazaar, one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world, where spices, carpets, and handcrafted treasures await. Step outside and let the city guide you. Sip K in a tea house, glide along the Bosphorus on a ferry, or catch the call to prayer echoing over Galata Bridge at sunset. Istanbul is not just a city, it's a vibrant gateway between continents, where history and culture come to life. Once a thriving Greek, then Roman metropolis, Ephesus lies near Turkey's Aegean coast, and today it stands as one of the most breathtaking archaeological sites in the world. Walk its marble streets, and you're following the footsteps of philosophers, emperors, and saints. The grand facade of the Library of Celsus rises like a frozen moment in time. Built in the 2nd century CE to honor a Roman governor, it once held thousands of scrolls and remains one of the most photographed ruins on Earth. Nearby, the Great Theater still echoes with the ghosts of crowds and performances. With a capacity of 25,000, it once hosted plays, gladiator battles, and later, the sermons of St. Paul. Every turn in Ephesus reveals layers of ancient life: colonnaded streets, mosaiced villas, public latrines, and the mighty Temple of Hadrian, a delicate blend of myth and marble. But beyond its architectural splendor, Ephesus also held spiritual significance. Just a few kilometers away, on the slopes of Mount Ceressos, stands the House of the Virgin Mary, a sacred site believed by many to be her final home. Ephesus is more than an ancient site. It's a journey into the heart of classical civilization. As you walk among its grand ruins, the echoes of history surround you, inviting travelers to step back in time and experience one of the greatest cities of antiquity. Turkey is a land of endless stories, and we've only just scratched the surface. Beyond Antalya's turquoise coastlines, Pamukkale's shimmering terraces, Cappadocia's dreamlike skies, Istanbul's imperial majesty, and the timeless ruins of Ephesus, the country offers even more to discover. Explore the ancient battlefield of Troy, where myth meets memory. Walk the Acropolis of Pergamon, once a thriving center of learning and imperial power. Venture east to Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest known temple site, an archaeological enigma that rewrites human history. Watch the sunrise over Mount Nemrut, where colossal stone gods have stood for over 2,000 years. In the lush Black Sea region, find serenity in Trabzon and the cliffside Sumala Monastery. And journey to the southeast, where Mardin's sandstone skyline tells tales of Mesopotamia and ancient trade routes. Each region reveals a different face of Turkey, its geography as diverse as its soul, its spirit shaped by civilizations older than memory. This is Turkey, a crossroads of worlds, a bridge through time, and a journey you'll never forget.